welcome to the 2022 Division E Summer Finals. I'm Joel Mendelson with Della.
How's it going, bud?
I'm alright, how are you?
Awesome, I didn't have to do the introduction for once.
You don't like the introduction?
I never know what to say. I just ramble and...
I don't mind the introduction, it's after the introduction where I run into problems. We got two of the top three teams in this division. We got Les Petites Carottes and the Praetorian Guard. What are you looking forward to in this matchup?
I love the defense of Petites Carottes. They're aggressive, they're energetic, they're fun. Going up against the experience of Praetorian Guard with their experience here in FPF, as well as MFL. For those who listen to Calling the Audible, it's something we've talked about a lot throughout the season, and it landed them here in the finals. Yeah,
I'm very excited for this quarterback matchup. But these are the two highest rated quarterbacks in the division with like a certain number of throws, you know, because the website incorporates everyone. But they're each over 120 QBR, and it's honestly like one of them goes long every time, one of them goes short every time. I'm excited to see the contrast.
120 QBR is serious for an entire season.
It's serious.
You can get over like 105, 110. Like that's all right. That's a good season. 120, you're playing at a high level.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Do you think we get the best two teams in the division? You wrote the division article, so
I'm very in tune with the division. So throughout the year, I had the Praetorian Guard as #1 for a long time, and then finally Magnetos showed me they went undefeated, but they lost their quarterback midway through the year.
Which changes.
Stayed undefeated though, so my mind was in a pretzel. And then they lose in the first week of the playoffs because all their guys are on vacation and stuff. So I'd say these are the top two teams, but the Magnetos were there.
As far as food items go, pretzels are not bad as in terms of your mindset. Like, you don't want your mind to be soup.
Okay, fine. Then I was soup.
Oh man, I
was all over. I was all over the place, man. Leaking out the bowl and stuff.
Yeah, I can imagine. So it looks like we're ready to start.
We're about to get going. Here we go. Les Petites Carottes start with the ball. Snap is low. Jason Reyes avoids the rush and dumps it off.
You see that sometimes with quarterbacks when you don't get the snap exactly where you like it, high, low. What happens is you need to locate the ball and then look up to find the receivers. The problem is the first thing you see is the rusher, and that's what he saw in that play. He saw the rusher bearing down on him, made it very difficult for him to make a play.
Reyes is a very good rusher. He's very, very quick. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he has a couple long rushes today.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
All right, 2nd down and 10. Here we go. Snap is better this time. Incomplete to Xavier Bro.
So, Reyes so far, both throws off platform. He hasn't set his feet, and they've not been on target. They've both hit the ground. I haven't seen a ton of their games. I've seen them, I believe, once throughout the season. Like I said, you're the one who covered the division, so you know better. Is that typical, or is this maybe the lights of the finals getting
I'm going to call it championship nerves. I've seen him deliver many perfect balls. I don't think this is characteristic of him. Anyway, we got 3rd and 10 coming up. Let's see how it goes. Quick out to Bro, and it's incomplete through the hands. You'd expect him to make that catch. I can't lie. Yeah,
it looks to be a 4-1 defense where if the corners don't want to leave anything beyond them, so they will allow those sideline hooks. The timing on those have to be perfect, and the ball location has to be great. And neither were the case there. 4th down here, Joel.
Yeah, they're going for it. 3 straight incompletions to start the game. Let's see if they can cool down here or heat up. Oh, and here's the rush.
Did he get there? That looks like he's short.
Did not get it. That'll be a turnover on downs to start the game. A good start for the Praetorian Guard defense.
Yeah, you look to see a change of temperature, either hotter or colder. We got neither. And tropically, they've been the same.
Tropically. Here's a bit of a cliche for you. Do you think the defense won that possession, or do you think the offense lost it?
I think yes. The answer is yes. Honestly, the Reyes' inability to throw from platform, I think, was a big deal. And then he had no read on the last play. He just ran the ball no matter what.
Yeah. Here we go. Médéric Lauzon, he had 130 QBR to start the year, and Praetorian Guard have championship nerves himself. That is incomplete. I played
with Médéric as a receiver on my team, and I was really impressed. He was just a sub, but I was really impressed by his knowledge of the game, understanding spacing and FPF concepts. They went all hooks there. We saw... who's number 20 on...
number 20 is Nicolas Cloutier.
Cloutier abandoned his position to drop immediately on defense. That allowed for the all-hooks concept to work. Look for that throughout the game.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Avoids the rush, and he takes off. And he's still going. Finally tackled by Xavier Bro for the 1st down, I believe.
Yeah, Lauzon has the body type of an ancient wizard. but he's so much more athletic than he looks to be.
I call it sneaky fast.
Sneaky fast.
He's very sneaky fast.
Yeah, absolutely. He controls his body well. He has a low center of gravity. But I've seen him jump for balls on defense. I've seen him run at quarterback. It's been really a sight to behold to see his development in FPF so far.
He's a very good tackler too.
Mhm.
Like it's
just a really good flag player all around.
Yeah, honestly. And the best, he doesn't settle for mediocrity. Like after their semifinal win, I said good game. He said not. And there we go.
Oh, it's a touchdown. Oh, I'll let you do it.
No, there we go. It's a touchdown for Jared Buck.
I'm used to play-by-play.
We can share it. Jared Buck scores the first touchdown of this final, and it'll be 6-0 for the Praetorian Guard. They seem to be going for 2.
It's interesting because in Div D, Buck is the quarterback, Lozon is the receiver, and they kind of use each other in the same way as the underneath threat, running a lot of those drags and crossing routes, and we saw that bear fruit already.
It is a 1-point conversion, not for 2. He has a man open, and it is good. A little bit of roughness at the end of that play, but we won't get a call.
No, it's the finals.
Yeah,
you gotta let a little lift tap go. I'm really impressed by how hard Lozon throws those short passes.
They're bullets.
Yeah. When he throws it deep, he does tend to put a bit of air under it, but when he's throwing to the cone like that, that's hard to defend.
Yeah, it's definitely very hard to defend, and he's confident in his throws.
Yeah.
You know, he's sure he's making the right read, and he's making the throw. He's not.
He does have a bit of a long delivery. I wonder if Petites Carottes, with their amazing defensive skill, will be able to close on it later in the game. But for now, 7-0 Petites Carottes.
I wouldn't count out the long ball here for Les Petites Carottes. The rush gets to him again, and he delivers off balance, nearly a sack.
We've seen 3 throws off platform, and all of them off target. And this time, it was actually a sack. But I feel like he's got to be more decisive with his reads, because I don't think he has in his skill set to be able to throw well on the run or throw off his back foot the way he has been so far at the start of this game.
I agree. Benjamin Bork, the rusher for the Praetorian Guard, has been in his face for at least 3 of these plays already.
Yeah, Ben Bork is a great athlete and an underrated rusher. He's not a rusher people talk about a lot, but he's played a lot of different positions in FPF, and he's done all of them well.
He's a muscly guy. You wouldn't think he'd be able to be very agile, but he is pretty agile from the looks of it from the start. Here we go, 2nd down. Goes deep to Bro, and it's caught. A long bomb.
Just do that. Just do that all the time.
That's what I was expecting coming into this game. Xavier Bro, besides Joe Morghese, he's a legend. This guy led the league in touchdowns. He led his team in touchdowns by like 12.
Yeah.
He's very impressive.
I played Joe Morghese in softball this week.
Yeah.
And he walked me twice. So happy he didn't bear the fruit of that. Happy that went to Xavier Bro and Petites Carottes here instead in the finals.
He didn't want to face you at bat?
Well, apparently he's scared, you know. Like, we don't want cowards in the finals. So Xavier Bro, he shows his ability out here, streaking down the sideline. Jared Buck unable to run with him.
It's interesting because usually Bro he's the tallest guy on the field. They love to throw the end zone fade to him on these conversions.
But Buck's tall too, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've never seen him defended by somebody just as tall as him. And Buck's pretty athletic too. Oh,
and
speaking of Buck, is he going to take it back? No, Reyes gets him.
I love when there's a dude who's not that fast who picks off the ball, and he the first 4 steps he's like, I got this, and then he very quickly realized, oh no, I'm gonna get deflagged. Just put his arms up and said, get my flag, please.
It's the most disappointing too when it's a conversion, because you're running there and you're thinking I got it, and then you're like, oh, this doesn't even count for anything.
Well, we saw it. You will get the point though. Our women's final, it was co-ed. The co-ed final that we had earlier today started with a 6-1 score because it was a pick 1 on the convert. So.
It's not something you see every day. That's a CFL score.
It is.
All right, first down for the Praetorian Guard, 7-6 for them. Quick pass.
Do you know who the Praetorian Guard were, Joel?
Praetorian Guard?
Yeah.
In past seasons?
No.
Oh, like the actual,
historically.
Like what they're referencing.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
They were Royal Roman soldiers during the era of the Roman Republic.
It's interesting.
Yeah, not really. I just happen to know that little random piece of information.
I like it. That ball was caught by Michael Timmis, by the way, his first catch of the day.
Timmons is a dude who just understands spacing really well as a snapper. He's played this position for a while, and he's really aware of how much room he's got, and Lozon will use that to his benefit throughout the game.
I find the best part about Divvy is that the snappers always go unnoticed. It's a deep ball to Ben Bourque, a touchdown for the Praetorian Guard.
They're playing sort of like a 24 defense where the two defensive halves are dropping. So they ran two deep concepts here. And so the safety had to choose between the post and the fly. Fly was wide open and took the sideline.
Lauzon's been picking them apart early. Would you switch to man if you were Les Petites Carottes?
You got to mix it up. You can't, like, Médéric Lauzon is smart, so you can't give him the same defense over and over and over. So they got to find ways to to adapt.
Totally agree. Going for one here. Oh, Buck on the zig route. He fuzz it deep, and somehow it gets through to Ben Bourque.
Bounced off 3 heads.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, he caught it despite all that forehead sweat, so that's pretty impressive.
Hey, man, good players get lucky. That's what they say.
Yeah, you got to be good to be lucky.
Yeah. Let's see if Les Petites Carottes can pull out another long ball here because it's their only completion of the game so far.
Yeah. It's honestly, it might be what they do best.
Well, they're fantastic. They're so athletic, these kids, and
Yeah.
Jason Reyes can dump the ball downfield.
I was really impressed by how pretty his long ball was. Just enough touch, and it got there quick enough that it was basically indefensible.
Yeah, no, he's very good with the long ball. See, oh, clean rush. There we go. And it's finally a completion of less than 40 yards.
So 44 yards passing.
Yeah, and Gabriel Jobin catches that one. Doesn't pick up the first down, I don't think, but near it. And they are close to midfield.
If you notice, Jared Buck is playing really inside shade. So a lot of those outside flies or comebacks might be open on the outside for Xavier Bro. Both corners actually giving the outside to the wide receiver. That might be a mistake against this team.
Little Tony Romo analysis. Let's see if you're
I guess
right.
so.
Oh,
I don't know if they'll do it.
Off-balance throw. Oh, and through the hands of Gabriel Jobin.
He's got to stop throwing off platform.
But that seemed like a good ball to me, though.
It was it depends who the intended receiver was. It was either overthrown or perfectly thrown. It's weird to have two guys in the same spot.
It was either perfect or not perfect.
Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna go to attack the sidelines that way, but it worked on the previous drive, and the reason why is because you're allowing the receiver to get that sideline. So they're taking away sort of posts and in-cutting routes. But from what I've seen so far, it's not really the game plan for the Petites Carottes.
No, I honestly think this is the Petites Carottes' game plan. You know, they go with the off-balance throws, and it's picked off by Jérémy Laplante. Can he take it back? He has one man to beat, and he is tackled inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, so the throw is inside. And it's a sideline throw. You can't put it to the inside because that's where the defender is coming from. And you saw the receiver have to break down, and Jérémy Laplante able to undercut it. We're seeing it here on the replay. Undercut it and take it back. And it's really impressive play by Jérémy Laplante. Just poor ball location.
As a quarterback, do these off-balance throws anger you in any way?
They don't anger me because some dudes do it really well.
But so far,
I'm terrible at it, so I can recognize when other good dudes are struggling with it too.
It's envy. Lauzon first down.
But if you see Lauzon, for example, he sets his feet. It looks like it's just short.
Yeah.
But when he sets his feet to throw, he's able to generate so much power, and he's able to place the ball exactly where he wants it because he's not throwing off his back foot. He's not moving side to side. He's stepping into his throw. His center of gravity is moving towards where he's throwing the ball. It's what you want from a quarterback.
Yeah, I definitely say the Praetorian Guard have the mental edge right now, but the Petites Carottes, I would have to give them the physical edge. They're so fast, all of them.
Yeah, but that's going to become a problem if they go down 2 scores right here.
Yeah, because then they start forcing the ball deep. Oh, and it's a break up by Reyes, pass intended for Ben Bourque.
Yeah.
Defense picking up.
We're seeing some man defense here in the red zone. That's not surprising given their athletic ability and their the fact that they're a new team in FPF. A lot of new teams in FPF don't really understand the subtleties of lanes, so they're just more comfortable playing man. We'll see if they do that again here. Double moves is what we expect from Médéric Lauzon.
I find with lanes in the red zone, though, especially in Div E, the new teams, people always forget how far back the end zones go, and then they misread the lane. Oh, pass for Ben Bourque. Another break up there.
Great defensive play, but a great play call by Médéric Lauzon. He called a smash out on the goal line, so taking advantage of the man defense. And, you cut in, defender bites in, you throw to the outside. It's usually wide open, but great defensive play.
I agree. Antoine Pelletier broke that one up and brings up 3rd down in the red zone. A stop here for Les Petites Carottes would be massive.
It's 4th down.
4th down.
There's the 2 incompletions and the D flag at the 1-yard line.
You're a smart guy.
No, I just counted to 4.
Wow.
It's about as far as I can count, to be fair. Because who needs to count after that? Like 5, you're just bragging.
I'm assuming you can count by 7s as well. Football guy.
I mean, I do it poorly. I do it poorly.
4th down in the red zone. Lozon.
He has back in the end zone.
We got a flag on the field, and he has a wide open man.
But I believe it's coming back. I think it's interference in the rusher. Michael Timmons is pointing and pleading his case, but I believe it's interference in the rusher.
If it stands, that'll be a touchdown for... I don't know.
Your notes. Oh, Caleb Williams.
Where do you see that name?
Right there, number 21.
I thought it was number 20. Oh, so my eyes are...
Your eyes are failing you. Listen,
I'm prepared. I just don't
if
have
you
good
were a
eyes.
young man like me, Joel.
A young man who didn't wear glasses.
Yeah,
if
seriously.
only.
Well, again, it looks like Praetorian Guard are really trying to make their case, but it looks like it's going... Just from referee positioning, it looks like it's going against them. So they're trying to mark down to 5 yards.
They'll be backing up 5 yards?
Yeah, they've reset the cones already. Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to get a nod from production booth, but I believe it to be... I know, I'm just saying what the call is, Iggy. Champion Iggy Magnets here trying to direct the show. You've done enough, Iggy. Take a seat.
Still wearing the wristband.
The championship wristband. Yeah. I want that signed later.
How much can that sell for, honestly?
I give him $6.
Well, but it's a good playbook too, no?
It is. I highly
you got to
recommend
add the value of the playbook.
As someone who enjoys that playbook a great deal, I think it's a fantastic playbook.
How much have you influenced that playbook?
To a degree, but the execution is what matters. And Iggy, kudos to him and Coed too. We just, for those of you watching the Facebook live stream, really developing as a quarterback. It was beautiful to see him win a championship. This being now our 4th game of the day, Joel. It's a long day. I've been here for a long time already.
You got the stamina, let me tell you that. I did not realize you've already done 4 games today.
Well, I haven't done 4.
Not you personally, but there have been 4 games.
Yeah.
You've been here for 4 games.
This is my 3rd. This is my 3rd and final.
Okay.
I was excited to do this because I usually am the writer for the lowest division because I know how difficult the task it is. So I was very happy to give it to somebody else to do this season. And you did a great job.
Thank you.
I'm happy to be on the broadcast with you, my dude. And it's something I'm passionate about, is teaching in lower divisions. And seeing you be able to do that through your articles and joining you in the broadcast booth, it's a fun experience.
I appreciate it.
I don't know, is there a coach's challenge here? Is that what's taking so long? Yes. Yeah. So they're assessing whether or not it actually was interference on the rusher.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're seeing if the center has, it's not exactly this anymore, but the center has a straight line immunity. He can run his route. So as long as the rusher doesn't go out of their way to attack the center, if that's what happened, then it's not a penalty. It looks like it's in favor of Praetorian Guard. It's a touchdown. That's the play-by-play's job, so now you can say it.
No, it's a touchdown. That's a touchdown to Caleb Williams. It'll be 20-6 for the Praetorian Guard. I believe they're going for 1 point again, but strong start for them early.
Absolutely, and Les Petites Carottes are dejected by this call.
Well, obviously, you bring them all the way to 4th down within the 5 the whole time. It's got to be disappointing, especially when you think you've got it covered the first time.
Well, FPF is a 4-down game, so scoring on 4th, that's just part of it, right?
That was honestly one of the first things I learned in FPF. One of the refs told me, if you ever are on defense and the penalty is about, that's no good on the extra point, by the way. If the penalty is about replaying a down and backing up 5 yards or loss of down, you always take the loss of down. Because everybody can throw the length of the field in this league. Yeah. It's impressive. It's not normal football.
No, it's not. It's a very specific game with its own, strategies and all that. It's different.
That's why it's so interesting, though, because you can have a matchup like this where one team is clearly much more athletic than the other, and it doesn't even matter.
No, just the knowledge base, and this team is Peerless Guard, basically, who are playing in a Div D final following this game as well. So they have the knowledge for sure.
And all of the Praetorian Guard have played before, and all of Les Petites Carottes started in the past spring. Oh, a nice throw.
You know what?
Nice throw. Wow.
I take back everything I said about him throwing off schedule, because Reyes threw a dart there.
Yeah, that ball was completed to Jobin, and it was perfect. It was on the money, in motion, from the quarterback running to the receiver running.
What worried me, though, about Petites Carottes was I worried that their play calling and their offensive system wouldn't work, and they would need the defense to carry them. and so far the game script hasn't played out that way. But if Rays can string together a couple of throws like that and sustain drives, they can get back into the game.
Well, you're not necessarily wrong though, because they're down 20-6,
They are down,
and their defense hasn't been carrying them. But
For
that's
sure.
the only
but
difference.
that's the thing. Like they need the offense to do something now.
Offensive territory. Reyes nearly sacked, completed to Bro. A spin move, tackled at the 2-yard line.
He's made 2 throws off balance on this drive, and he's a great. So maybe it was the jitters. You know the team better than I do.
Maybe.
So maybe it was just the jitters to start. But he looks like he's ready to carry his team. And Bro is as good a receiver as there is in this division.
He's fantastic. And all throughout the season, they went in with the goal line fade, and it worked wonders. But in the playoffs, he only has 1 touchdown so far.
I wouldn't recommend it against
No,
Jared Buck.
he's too tall. He's too athletic.
And just the smart defender.
Let's see. Oh, he's got a man.
Wide open.
Touchdown, Les Petites Carottes. And we have a 1-possession ball game. I can't see the number, so I don't know who scored.
He'll turn around eventually. Show us your back.
Show us your back.
You are you hiding from us, you coward?
He's never going to show us his back. I love the jerseys with the numbers on the front and back.
Yeah, it's
especially
ideal.
as a scorekeeper. Oh, my God.
Number 14.
Number 14. That is Alexandre Mann.
Yeah, Alexandre Mann able to just buy his time. He's patient. Quarterback eventually got to him. Good play by Reyes to keep it alive.
Smart play. They're going for 2 here, trying to make it a 1-possession game.
Yeah, smart call.
Yeah.
It already is kind of a 1-possession game, but yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Make it a touchdown
It is a 1-possession game.
Trying to keep it a 1-possession game.
We're not math guys here. Oh, and it's incomplete. Defended by Jared Buck, intended for Bro.
But good news is, it's still a 1-possession game. Yeah, no, for sure. This broadcast is not about learning.
No.
It's not about learning, no.
It's about enjoying football.
Hey, there we go.
There we go.
It's the cathedral of FPF.
There we go. The Praetorian Guard.
Yeah.
Starting their 4th possession of the game.
So,
4th possession of the game.
if I'm at the closeon here, I slow it down completely. I score with a handful of plays left and look to get the ball back at halftime.
That would be the experienced move.
Yeah.
Right away, quick pass completed to Jérémy Laplante.
Jérémy Laplante catching that ball. They keep dropping the 2 defensive halves, and it just becomes easy for the closeon to just continuously pick on that. And same thing with the post-fly combo. If you're dropping your half, the first route he sees is the post in front of him. Yeah. And that exposes the fly to the outside. But I don't think he's going to attack it on this drive because, again, they want to use up as much of this clock as possible.
Yeah, they're just going 9-yard completion after 9-yard completion. A nice pump fake. Lauzon's on the run. Nearly breaks a tackle, but is taken down by Antoine Pelletier.
Ah, that beautiful, beautiful wizard. He does it every time. But again, it's that great body control he has, right? Where once he pumps, he's able to just break towards the sideline immediately.
Yeah, and his juke move is pretty good, honestly.
Oh, yeah. It is. He drops a hip, makes a guy miss, and then he's got 4 or 5 yards in front of him. He's not a guy who's going to break a 40-yard run for a touchdown, but he doesn't need to. He just needs to keep the offense moving, and it's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, he slowly picks apart the defense.
Yeah. And look, they're showing their defense again. They're dropping those same 2 guys. Oh no, they actually dropped the corner this time.
Go deep to Buck, and there's a collision in the middle of the field.
Buck was tackled.
Buck's looking for a call. I don't think he's gonna get it.
No, but it was a great form tackle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect spear.
Yeah. Just shoulder to chest.
I
as
feel
far as his school, that was a safe hit.
I feel like if he didn't land on him in that way, I wouldn't have thought it was so blatant.
But he brought him to the ground.
Oh, we got a discussion from the Roughs here.
Is this going to be challenges? Because they didn't lose their challenge.
Oh, you retain your challenge.
You
if it's
retain
correct.
it if it's correct.
Okay.
Exactly.
So they're going to go with a second challenge in the first half. Buck is unhappy.
Well, yeah, because he just got speared.
Yeah, he got destroyed. Anybody would be unhappy.
Like, imagine you wake up and you order, some eggs, some bacon, a coffee, and you get speared while you're in line. You'd be very unhappy as well,
They're going to say, like, and somebody spills your coffee.
No, and you get speared while you're waiting for your food.
But that would not be ideal.
No. It's a rough way to experience your breakfast. Honestly, not crazy about the decision there. They actually dropped the corner and the defensive half this time around. So the post is a tough throw in that you can't cross the half of the field. You need to keep it on the same side where the corner dropped. Because otherwise you're running your receiver into the half, basically, which is what happened.
Yes.
and that's why there was that big collision. But honestly, it's 24. You need 6 yards. Just run a hook.
I love the analysis. I can't lie.
No problem.
No, that's much better than I could ever have done.
Well, so like it's the benefit of when you're a quarterback and you actually. I was talking about this with Rob Campana earlier tonight, Commissioner Rob Campana, who
Shout
we'll
out, Rob.
give out a trophy later today. We talked about this, and like the benefit of being a quarterback in the analysis is that you're used to seeing the entire field, right?
Yeah.
So you're used to diagnosing defenses, you're used to knowing what you'd run, and I'm sure if Medrick was up here, he would never throw an incompletion, because with his brain and his talent, seeing the defense with the way we were able to see it up here, it's obvious, right?
Yeah. Definitely. We got another long discussion here from the refs while we wait on a decision.
Is it actually a challenge? Contact. Yeah, it's going to be contact. Because it turns out when you're getting your breakfast, you can't get speared.
Well, happy for everyone who eats breakfast.
Yeah, I know. a whole meal of the day has been spared by our referees. Thank you for protecting our eggs.
You know, I think that's a good overturning of the call. I think
Absolutely.
it definitely should have been a call.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's something in there with overturning an eggs that relates to Roe v. Wade, but I can't really pull it together in time.
He ordered his eggs sunny side up. He got them over easy.
Yeah. Referees, though, honestly, I think that was the right call.
Watch the replay. He got murked.
Yeah. So I kind of blame Lozon, but he got the call, so it worked out because it's not tackle. Because if this was tackle, we'd be driving Jared Buck to the hospital.
In the defense of the defender, though, on the replay, you can see that he's clearly looking at the ball. You know,
so that's why it's not unnecessary roughness. That's why it's not defensive pass interference. Unnecessary contact is simply because FPF is theoretically a non-contact league. So anytime you hit another player, more than just what's it called? More than just to sort of contact like a bang play or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a 5-yard penalty. Nobody's off for 10 plays. It's a first down. It's just it's in the name. It's unnecessary contact. It's contact that didn't necessarily need to happen. Had he just put his hand on the receiver, had he just sort of swatted at the ball and the two bodies collided, but the fact that he kind of brought him to the ground, that makes it unnecessary contact.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate for Les Petites Carottes, but here we go. It's a first down for the Praetorian Guard.
It's just a 5-yard penalty and first down. It kind of helps Praetorian Guard because it eats up some clock.
Oh, for sure.
Whereas, if that play goes down, if it's fourth down now, this would have favored Petites Carottes, but now they're in the Praetorian Guard in the driver's seat.
Absolutely. Up 8 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the half. And we got a stoppage before.
Yeah, they're just resetting. The clock is seemingly running.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So 2 minutes thereabouts left.
After a long stop, we got first down for the Praetorian Guard. We got a crossing route completed to Jeremy Laplante, tackled by Jason Reyes, and they are inside the 5.
Jeremy Laplante running the drag in from the slot position. You saw him do a little hesitation step. That just sort of helps with the spacing because you don't want to run into the rusher, cause a penalty.
Unnecessary contact, which caused the ball to be separation, so it's a point of foul application.
Point of foul.
Point of foul.
Oh.
Point of foul because he had the ball in his hands, and then contact.
Little bit of some input from referee Hall of Famer Walter Berry. Because it caused separation of the ball from player, it kind of acts like PI in that it's a spot foul. It's not 5 yards. So I misspoke when I said it was just 5 yards.
Okay, it's an interesting breakdown, though.
Yeah, I wasn't even aware of that application.
And Ben Bork is wide open for the touchdown. It's 26-12 for the Praetorian Guard, just 1 minute before the half.
Yeah, it gives about 7 plays-ish left to Petites Carottes. If I'm Praetorian Guard, I run down this clock as much as possible and then run my convert play. Maybe try and steal a play.
You're up 14. You go for 2 or 1?
I would go for 1 because either way it's 2 scores.
Yes, I agree.
Math. Look, we weren't saying you were going to learn on this broadcast, but you've now learned some math in this show.
And we got some refereeing insight, too.
That's true, absolutely.
Yeah, hey, man.
That's a cool application that I wasn't aware of. Doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
So, ball snap, there's a
they're
double quarterback. Poorly defended by Petites Carottes.
I've seen this play run 1,000,000 times, successful once. Going all the way back. Oh, they're trying to run the clock, and he runs.
Oh, he's got to throw it.
Oh,
he had Buck open. He had Buck and Timmons open. Honestly, I don't love it, although I've seen it executed properly really well in Division 1. But it was defended poorly. What you want to do is you assign somebody to this second quarterback, so the rusher stays with the main quarterback, so that if it gets thrown back to him, you can just knock it down or pull the flag right away.
Yeah, it wasn't the best executed play, but it did waste a lot of time. We are at 5 plays.
Yeah. So we thought there'd be 7, but there's 5. Well, we've seen Petite Carottes score in 1.
I've seen Reyes run 40-yard touchdown himself. Honestly, it's pretty impressive.
I don't know if he'll be able to do it here because honestly, I've been really impressed with the Praetorian Guard defense.
Yeah, they're very good at tackling. I find it's underratedly difficult to tackle in this league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, especially with the new flags. We used to have flag belts.
Yeah, because the whole belt used to come off. You can kind of grab onto anything. Now you really need a whole
Now,
if
I ever have to pull a guy down, I just do it and take the penalty.
Rip his shirt, take the whole.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. All right, here we go. First down with
He has
5
the post
plays
open
left.
over the middle, throws the
And
wheel.
Throws it. Oh, nearly picked off again.
What?
Oh my God! I thought I saw the ball hit the ground.
It appears the universe glitched.
It's a 1-play, 40-yard touchdown to Laurent Beauchamp. Oh my God!
The ball was deflected into his gut.
It was kind of in the hands of Buck, but he just kind of took it.
But now that's true. But now, is there too many plays for Magic Lausanne to score?
I don't know, because while they are a very good team, I don't really think they have that 1-play scoring.
But they have 4 plays.
They do have 4 plays.
So 2 plays to half field, and then you get 2 shots at the end zone.
They could do it.
Yeah.
That was exciting.
I can't even. We missed the touchdown call just because it was
we just didn't think it was a touchdown.
It's impossible that's a touchdown.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense to me, honestly.
It's
if we didn't have
actually
replay,
possible.
I wouldn't believe it.
No, not at all.
God
but
bless
thank
replay.
God. Thank God for the booth.
God bless replay. They're going for 2 here.
You got a thumbs up from Eagle.
Going for 2 here, trying to make a 1-possession game a 1-possession game.
But there's no.
Nearly sacked, thrown off balance, another extra point intercepted, but he is forced out of bounds. Seemed like a bit of a push there, but we get no call.
But there's no play concept. He rolled to his right, and there were no receivers on that side.
Yeah, no, they looked like they all went left.
And like guys broke there later, but by that point, he's 20 yards behind line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so 2 out of the 3 touchdowns for Les Petites Carottes have been 1-yard drives.
Yeah.
I mean, 1-play drives, excuse me.
Yeah, well, that's the thing they do well. Now Magic Lausanne 4 plays.
Yeah, high-scoring game. Did you bet the over?
I always bet the over.
I always bet the over.
The under's for cowards.
It's boring.
Yeah.
Why are you rooting for a bad football game?
Who roots against points?
All right. 3 plays left. 4 plays left.
That dragged to La Plante again.
Yeah. And he gains a nice 20 yards so far. Past mid. Oh, yeah. He's tackled at midfield, and the refs just did not see it.
That's okay. I'd rather them blow the whistle late than blow the whistle on the guy who still has a flag.
Early is annoying.
It's happened twice that I've had touchdowns taken away from me that way, and it's like
war flashbacks for peas.
Yeah. PTSD for sure. But this is what we wanted: is Magic Lausanne getting to half field. Now he can look downfield, and if it's there, take it. If not, I would honestly go fly post on the left side because the half is constantly dropping. The corner's always short. The fly should be open for a touchdown.
Is that a prediction?
I don't know if it's a prediction. I'm saying it'll be open.
All right. Let's see how she goes.
He's already dropping.
3 plays, first down.
Oh, this time 2 guys dropped, though.
Oh, Ben Bork avoids a tackle, drops the
catch,
ball. That is dead.
No fumbles in FPF.
No fumbles. New teams always hate that, when the snap goes over the head, they run, they get the ball, it doesn't count.
Well, it's to prevent people from dying on the field.
I agree with it. I don't think it's a bad rule. I just think it's funny when people don't know the rule.
And we've had teams try and line up for a field goal at the end of drives, and where would you be kicking it? So to me, it's a learning curve for sure.
Try to hit the scoreboard behind the field.
Yeah. I guess that's the way. That's the way to do it.
You've actually seen a team line up for a field goal?
Yeah, they were very confused.
I would have loved to have seen that. All right, 2 plays. Sorry. Lausanne avoids a tackle, and he takes off. Gains a solid 5 yards, I'd say, 7 yards.
So you need to run a concept here where you have people attacking the front. You have 2 receivers attacking the front of the front of the goal line, and 2 receivers attacking the back. And hopefully one of them comes up.
If you're running defense for Les Petites Carottes, you're running prevent or you're running man? What are you doing?
You kind of... I like a 4-1 lock here, where you're locking against the outside receivers. One of the harder throws to make in FPF, especially for guys who are not natural quarterbacks like Magic Lausanne, is the corner route. So 4-1 sort of forces the corner route, and it needs to be a perfect throw for it to work. So that's what I would do. It does look like they're in their normal 24 defense, though.
Yeah, about 10 yards to go. 1 play left before the half. Lausanne fires to Ben Bourque, just short.
Yeah, he's not going to get in.
And we'll get to the half. 26 to 18. The Praetorian Guard lead
That's
Les
on,
Petites Carottes.
that's on Ben Bourque. He wasn't in the end zone. He had to be. Like that route is hook at the cone.
Yeah.
And he hooked inside of the cone.
Especially in FBF here, where it's not ball in the end zone, it's ball and hips in the end zone.
It used to be just hips.
Just
it was the secure rule. The hips didn't lie.
So you could kind of back into the end zone. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's why it's changed, I guess.
It is.
And if you had to attribute this lead to one thing, what are you doing?
For me, it's the experience of Praetorian Guard. We can diagnose almost at pre-snap what we're seeing defensively from the Petites Carottes. And if we can see it here, Mythic Lausanne can see it on the field, and he's taking advantage. Offensively, for Petites Carottes, they need Reyes to calm down, to just sit from the pocket. They attack well downfield. So take your shots on first down. If it's not there, you have 3 other downs to get 10 yards. That's just 3 to 30 yards a catch, right? More math on the show.
So early in the game, you were unhappy with Reyes' off-balance throwing style.
Yeah.
3 touchdowns later, how do you feel about it?
I still don't like it. I don't think he does it predictably well. A lot of people don't. So when he runs, it's okay. If he wants to throw and run, he should set his feet and then let it rip, because he's got a great arm. Only
1 rush from him for about 8 yards. Did not get the first down. Do you think he needs to bring that more into the game, make himself more of a factor running?
It's tough because there's sort of the defense that Praetorian Guard is playing is they're pinching in the flats. They're not particularly worried about him throwing short, so they're pinching the flats, and that if he runs, there's always support to the sideline, and that's why he wasn't able to get the first, and that's why he's been hesitant to run.
Okay, and for the Praetorian Guard, what's their biggest success in this first half?
Just game management by Mythic Lausanne. I thought the deep throw to Buck was poorly placed, but they got away with it. And if that's the only mistake he's going to make in the game, there's no chance.
And how do you think they should go about defending the long ball better? Because obviously the final touchdown of the half here for Les Petites Carottes was a long ball, but it was tipped a few times. Maybe a broken play, you'd call it?
Yeah.
But do you think they need to defend the long ball better?
I think what they can do here is they start with the ball.
Yeah.
If they score, they can go into cover 3 the rest of the game and force Petites Carottes to play a methodical style of offense, force them to have to march, force them to eat clock, which is not going to help them, and take away that deep ball, because you don't want them having quick scores at this point.
Right. Well, one thing about Les Petites Carottes is that they are persistent.
Mm-hmm.
In their quarterfinal matchup, they went 5 plays left, 4 straight bombs to the end zone. The last one worked out. So I guess we'll see how that works for them. They're down
It's what they
8.
do well. It's what they do well.
Yeah, they're down 8 going into the second half. They've gone for 2 each time they've scored, by the way. Missed all of them, so maybe they reevaluate those choices. But here we go.
They don't seem to have a concept for when they go for 2. It's backyard football, and
just run around.
It's hard when you have a good rusher and a good defense. It's not going to work.
Yeah, it works. I guess it works in Div E for most of the season, and then you get to the finals
but
and you face an experienced team.
They're ostensibly playing a Division D team in Division E, and that's what the issue's been.
Okay, well, makes sense. Second half is about to begin here. The Praetorian Guard lead by 8, and they start with the ball.
Yeah, it's this. I would say the key to any game in FPF, the most valuable possessions are before the half and the end of the half. Mythic Lausanne, when unable to punch it in for Praetorian Guard, and now we wonder if that's going to cost them, because going up to scoring twice here would have been huge.
Yeah, it starts with a quick completion to Caleb Williams for about 8 yards, I'd say. And that's a good start for the Praetorian Guard.
Those outside hooks open for Praetorian Guard. I'll give it to Petites Carottes. They're starting to mix up their defense. They kind of went with some funky cover 3s in that last 4-play drive. They're dropping the corners a little bit more often, but they're still giving up, similar to Praetorian Guard. They are giving up that outside edge.
He dumps it off to Jeremy Laplante, and he catches it crossing the field. It was a good off-balance throw there by Lausanne.
So Lausanne, because he has that low center of gravity, he can plant quickly and then deliver the ball. The difference between him throwing off balance and Reyes throwing off balance is Reyes sometimes it's like he's jumping.
He's like Jeter.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas like Lausanne is off balance, but he's planting in the last second and delivering a ball.
Yeah, we got 3rd down and short here for the Praetorian Guard. So we got a quick out, and it's tackled by Bro. That is a
Just
catch
short.
from Jeremy Laplante. Another one.
4th down.
4th down. This is a big 4th down to start the half.
Absolutely. Look for that drag from Caleb. No, not from Caleb Williams. From Laplante. Every time he's run it to this side of the field, it's like as if the DBs here are watching, and as soon as there are no receivers, they vacate, and that's allowed that drag to be able to be super effective.
Praetorian Guard are 1-0 on 4th down. 1-0? No, they're successful on their only 4th down, and they convert again to Laplante.
There's a slant instead of a drag this time, but it
Either
worked.
way, it's a quick crossing route.
That they've been abusing that all game.
Yeah, and it works.
Yeah.
You know, they get 5-yard completion after 5-yard completion. You eat away at the defense, eat away at the clock especially.
If you're the 3 defender, the defender in the middle, you have to start looking at undercutting that route because they've been running it in your face all game.
Yeah, the Petites Carottes have to make something happen here on defense if they hope to get really in this game. You know, if they hope
not
to
as
tie
much
it up.
man defense as I expected, to be honest, from Petites Carottes.
Me neither. I thought they'd be confident in their athleticism and be like, okay, you know what, we'll just each take a guy.
Yeah, this looks like it's man.
Lauzon goes deep to Laplante, and it's just out of reach. He's going to wish he had that one back.
Absolutely. It was Laplante got separation. Look, Lauzon put it over the top, which is where you want that ball, but just out of reach.
Yeah, it was a good double move there from Laplante. He totally got him.
Well, man defense, we just talked about it. They were running it. They were in man. I saw them lining up that way before the play. And then Lauzon attacked the way you should because double moves are difficult to cover in man.
Double moves are amazing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're amazing. I love a nice stop and go, personally.
I love a smash out and up.
Okay.
So I'll explain that in a second.
Lauzon out. Oh, and he's not tackled. That is Caleb Williams. He gets inside the 10, just about at the 10, tackled by Xavier Blo.
A smash out and up is you have, let's say, a wide receiver who runs a lot of drags or slants, and you have them drag in and break back out and then go up the sideline.
Triple move,
It's my favorite. It's my favorite route because everyone, after seeing drags run in their face 5, 6, 7 times, they're going to bite.
It.
And then you just have the whole sideline to yourself. But great play by Caleb Williams there, and now short yardage. He gets some help getting his flag back on.
Yeah, we got 2nd down and about 2, just outside the 10-yard line.
I wish Laplante could help me get ready in the morning. If you can help with Caleb Williams that way, looks like he's very helpful.
Love the teamwork. Lauzon rolling right.
Oh, that's got to be a catch.
Through the hands of Ben Bork.
Maybe throwing a little too hard for such a short pass.
It was a bit of a laser.
yeah.
Can't put all the blame on Bork there.
Yeah, the wizard Lauzon with a thunderbolt there.
What kind of wizard do you think he is?
Like one of an enchanted forest. Oh. Yeah, I see him surrounded by leaves and foliage.
Okay, well, let me ask you another question.
Like in the wizard calendar, he's November.
Okay, but then what's a wizard that isn't in an enchanted forest?
Oh, Space Wizard.
Oh, okay.
Space Wizard, prehistoric wizard.
Happy we clarified that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Here we go.
Legal wizard.
3rd down and short. To the end zone to Jared Buck. Almost makes the one-handed grab, but no good.
Great play call. It was a triple slant. And then Jared Buck did like a slant and up. So double move because it was man. Great play call by Petites Carottes, taking away the triple slants by being in man defense, but great variation by Medical Lauzon. They're just not able to convert, and that might change the game.
Yeah, and as we said before, we're not very good with counting. That was actually 4th down. It's turnover on downs.
Yeah.
The Petites Carottes they have the ball with a 1-possession game. Let's see how they can do.
It makes you wish that production put a down counter on you. We were talking about wizards, okay? Like you can't expect us to do everything.
Reyes drops back, fires
to nobody.
And in between 2 receivers.
Yeah. That looks like some miscommunication, though. Reyes is pointing like, hey, you got to sit in that zone.
He did plant his feet on that one.
He did. Oh,
yeah,
and he threw a great ball. Yeah. I honestly, I just visually seeing what the play call looked like, it felt like a miscommunication between him and the receiver.
I agree.
He expected the receiver to sit. Receiver went across the field, and he's like, bro, it's zone. Sit in the zone.
All right. 2nd down and 10. Let's see if he can avoid the rush from Ben Bork. Oh, and he does. He breaks away, makes a move, gets to the outside, and is tackled by Buck, probably 8 yards.
Yeah, absolutely. Brendan Sablov, a great flat defender. You see how he was pinching, and that gives the rusher additional support. Really, really well constructed defensive concept by Praetorian Guard.
Yeah, even when Reyes got by Ben Bork on the rush, he still didn't have that much to go.
Exactly.
He was forced to the outside.
It makes you wonder if they were the true Praetorian Guard, whether Julius Caesar would have been murdered or not.
Damn.
So, deep, very deep.
going back in time here. All right, 3rd down and short here for Les Petites Carottes. Throw out to Julien Morin for the first down, tackled by
simple,
Caleb Williams. Sorry.
Quick out, and they cleared the defensive back, and he had the whole sideline to himself. So, smart play by Petite Carotte. I'm liking that we're seeing offensive concepts from them, because we
it
didn't
seems
see
like
that
they're a
in the
bit
first
more
half.
settled into the game here, not just firing the ball, trying to win it with like crazy plays.
Absolutely. I thought we were going to get a stacked formation, but instead we're just more helpfulness from
it's a team game here.
Yeah,
we
is.
help each other put our flags back on. We hand the flag back after we tackle someone. It's a gentleman's game.
Absolutely.
Reyes fakes a quick ball, stop and go to Bro, and it is caught in the end zone for the touchdown. That's a textbook play for Les Petites Carottes.
Absolutely. Bro is a great physical receiver.
Oh my God, yeah.
He like it's not just his height, he boxes basketball. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly that.
It's impressive to watch, especially because it's not a contact league, right?
Yeah.
So you have to kind of be smart in the way you go about.
Body positioning is the name of the game.
It's amazing.
Well, the name of the game is Flight Plus Football, but the secondary name originally was going to be called Body Control, but a porn site already owned the domain, so we went with Flight Plus Football.
That's interesting. That's
not a true story.
That's a nice little tidbit to throw in there. I don't know why you had to say it wasn't true. Going for 2 again. 4th time they try for 2. Let's see if Reyes takes off. Oh, he breaks Ben Bork's ankles, has a man open, and he gets it. It's a tie game.
So is it the confidence? Like Reyes now that he's confident is able to throw on the run?
I don't know if that was confidence or just like he beat Ben Bork. You know, I guess he can kind of feel what's coming at him now, and he realizes, hey, if I put a little...
I might change rushers just to give him a different change of speed, because he seems to have Bork timed at this point.
Yeah, honestly, the first probably 3 series of the game, he wasn't really comfortable with the rusher, and now he very much
I don't know if they have another option, because he is their best rusher by a lot, but tie game, 26-26, 13 minutes left.
2-point conversion was caught by Alexandre Mann, by the way. I was waiting to see his number. First down throw by Lausanne is incomplete to Brendan Sabloff, defended by Bro.
Yeah, man is he's always shy to show us his numbers, it turns out. So
he doesn't turn around.
No,
he stays looking forward.
Yeah,
it's a good trait for him to have.
Always looking ahead, never behind.
Yeah, it's a good move.
It's a difference between Dick Grayson and Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne's always looking to his past. Dick Grayson, as a seasoned acrobat, always looking ahead.
I don't know who Dick Grayson is. Not gonna
now
lie.
You know.
Okay.
Now you know.
Seasoned acrobat Dick Grayson. 2nd down throw by Lausanne. It's a bullet to the flat. That is to Jeremy Laplante. He's tackled immediately.
Laplante's he's become the safety blanket for Mythic Lausanne.
Yeah.
And it seems as though when he needs to just move the ball, move the chains, he's the guy he's looking to. Only a couple yards there, but steady the offense and just get something positive going.
It's interesting how safety blankets kind of like emerged throughout the game, because throughout most of the year it was Michael Timmis, the snapper.
Yeah.
And
but they've kind of taken that away.
Yeah, for sure. They're playing it pretty well.
They are.
Now, at the beginning of the half, if I told you we'd be tied with 12 minutes left, what would you say? Oh, wide open Jeremy Laplante. And he makes a move, and he is tackled just after midfield.
Why do you ever not run that drag to Jeremy Laplante if they keep vacating the backside?
Yeah.
To your question, Joel, I would have called you a liar. I would have slapped you in the face. I would have slapped you in the face.
Well, then I'm happy I didn't say it.
There we go. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
I don't like my face getting slapped.
No, most people don't. Most people don't.
Big first down for the Praetorian Guard. It's a good response to the tie game.
Yeah. And look, I'm curious. I wouldn't overuse that drag, but once it gets to 3rd down, call it.
Well, I feel like you have to use the drag until they start covering the drag.
They're in man defense. They're not going to cover it again.
Yeah.
Now it's a post. It's wide open. Yeah.
And he's tackled. He's not tackled.
He's
and we have
physically
a flag
tackled.
on the He's legitimately tackled, not deflagged.
Yeah, Buck's catching a beating, and he's got to throw for Peerless Guard in a few minutes.
He doesn't look happy about it. Oh, they're in the final too. It's a big day for
the same group of guys
same
playing
jersey,
2 finals.
Same team.
Yeah.
So you gotta expect that their opponent in the next one's gonna have an advantage. These guys are these guys tired or are these guys warmed up? That's the question.
Back to back is fine, although the intensity of playoff FPF makes it difficult to play back to back games. But if you had like an hour in between, that's
way
the
worse.
worst.
Way worse. Way worse.
I had that 3 times this season.
You know, your sweat dries up, you get a little cold, have a beer, and then boom,
or
you're
6
back.
beers, and you fall asleep.
Have a beer, 6, yes, of course.
It's rough. It's rough.
We got 2nd down inside the red zone for the Praetorian Guard. 10:45 left on the clock. Fakes the quick pass takes off and is tackled immediately.
Just short.
Just short. It's tackled immediately by Antoine Pelletier.
I don't like that. He didn't read anything. He was running no matter what.
Yeah, it may not have been the best call, especially because now he can't run again, and they're still not inside the red zone.
But it's 3rd and inches, so you should be able to get like 6 inches in 2 plays.
Just run that drag.
Yeah.
Well,
this is a good time because you might actually score on it.
Oh yeah, easily, definitely.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what their approach is here. At some point, you can run a smash out to La Plante if they're going to start cheating on the drag. So there's so much you can do when a team can adjust to it. It looks like the Petites Carottes are back in their zone defense. This looks to be like either a 4-1 or a cover 3 defense. Oh no, sorry, it's the rusher back.
Yeah, I was.
So this
the
is
same
no,
thing
they're back
as
in
you.
man. They're back in man defense.
3rd and inches. Lauzon fires to Buck. No, sorry, not Buck. Ben Bourque. And that'll be a first down.
That unnecessarily hard short pass once again.
Hey, you can't change how hard you throw it, I guess. You know, he's got one speed, and wherever it goes, it goes.
One speed wizard. That's what he's got.
It's like a 1-gear bike, you know? Works perfectly. But you're going to have to pedal harder sometimes. You're going to have to pedal less.
That's the thing is I think Mythic can only pedal one way.
Yeah, and that's forward.
Yeah. Well, let's see if they run that drag now to Laporte. This would be a good opportunity for it.
Petites Carottes seem to be in man again.
Yeah. They're not changing. This is their defense.
First and goal, and it's a touchdown to Michael Timmis. And the Praetorian Guard are back on top with 9 minutes left in this game.
I thought that was man, and this time they dropped back into zone.
I called it man also.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, we talked about how Timmins wasn't involved. It's harder for snappers who are not insanely quick to get open in man because you're not starting from a sprinter stance. Yeah. And so, but there, as soon as they went away from it, Timmins scores.
Just sit down in that zone, get ready for it. It's nice.
A nice low ball by Mythic Lauzon. Nobody can get there. Timmins brings it to the ground, and it's a touchdown.
Yeah, Praetorian Guard up 6. They're going for 1. It's a good snap. And he goes for La Plante, and he has it. La Plante is everywhere this game.
La Plante running the smash out against man. You've been running those drags. It's a terrifying Petites Carottes. This time he cuts back to the cone. He's by himself.
La Plante looking like Cooper Cup right now.
Yeah, absolutely. he's having that kind of championship game for sure.
Yeah, he runs one route and he can break any direction from it. You know.
But that's it. That's
it's a dangerous guy.
It's a very limited route tree, but it's a route tree that stems in different directions.
Let's see how Les Petites Carottes respond. They're down 7 with 7:47 left. Low snap. Reyes looking long. He's got Bro deep, but not anymore. And he fires a bullet to the sideline. Yeah. It's incomplete, though. Pass intended for Alexandre Mann.
So, in the defensive halves, partially because of the running thread, you have Brendan Sabloff and you have Michael Timmins. You know neither of them are dropping deep. So, if you send deep receivers on the sidelines, you have the entire intermediate area to attack. Because those two guys are going to be short no matter what.
That's interesting.
So we'll see if he sees what we see. But he hasn't adjusted to that all game so far.
Yeah. And Reyes looks like he was going to take off, but he doesn't. He's got a man deep, and he just fires it away. Is it grounding? No, sir. No. Bring up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, they don't call it grounding. They just assume most quarterbacks are bad.
Even in the championship game. They just assume, you know what, that was probably for somebody else.
Somebody was probably going to be there at some point.
I honestly think he meant to go deep there to a crossing route, but he just did not have the sauce.
But if you look, there was that post right over the middle of the field that was wide open immediately because, again, that's the part of the field they're giving him is sort of, quote-unquote, between the hash marks and that intermediate 10 to 12 yards.
Yeah, they're just like assuming that their safety will be able to get there if there is a throw, right?
But he's just not taking it. Yeah. Like right there. It's open. It's wide open.
Yeah, he's wide open. And he almost sacked by Ben Bourque. And that'll bring up 4th and long. Let's see what the Petites Carottes draw up here.
Yeah, they need to have a concept, I think, that will draw the safety deep and then attack in front of him. But I don't know if it's in their repertoire.
This is a huge 4th down here because if they don't convert, the Praetorian Guard take over at the opposing 10-yard line. They have a chance to score, go up 2 scores with just 5 minutes left in the game.
Absolutely.
They can really eat that huge clock. And they're experienced enough where they can just eat the clock also.
If they don't score here, I believe the game to be over.
All right. You heard it here first. He's going deep on 4th down. That passes to nobody. I don't know why he caught that ball.
Because stats, bro.
Passes
because
intercepted
stats.
by Jérémy Laplante. He's on track to be the MVP of the game, but
I think so.
If he hit that ball down there on the opposing 10.
Yes, but stats.
You think in the huddle there, they're happy that he picked that off, or they're like, hey, man, what are you doing?
It's been I've been in games where that's happened, and it's like, it's fine. Like,
yeah, I guess.
It's worse if they were behind and needed to score quickly.
Yes.
But because they have the lead, this actually doesn't hurt them that much.
Yeah, because they can chew clock more now, honestly.
Like, a full field of FPF, you can take 4 minutes to eat that up.
Easily.
Yeah.
Especially they've been just running 8-yard dump-offs the whole time.
Yeah, Eagle says in my ear, that was basically a punt.
Yes. Oh, and Laplante catches another one for about 5 yards.
The most valuable Laplante is Laplante. Factual.
I don't even know what you mean.
Well, I mean, may as well name the trophy after him at this point.
MV Plant.
MV Plant. he is the most valuable plant.
Praetorian Guard up 7, 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, and they have the ball 2nd down and about 4 at their own 16-yard line. 16, wow. Hey, man.
Very precise.
Scorekeeper here.
Apparently.
And it's a bad throw from Lozon to Jared Buck. He's going to wish he had that.
Well, that's that wizard speed. He's only got one.
Good news for them, though, is that the clock doesn't stop on an incompletion in FBF.
Absolutely. But it is 3rd down. It's not insignificant.
No.
You should be able to get 6 or so yards on, between 2 plays. So, Medic Lozon was very aware of the situation. He's got to stop running, though. He just needs to chill and find the open receiver. They're there. Run the drag to Jérémy Laplante.
I'm calling a rush.
It might be that.
That's my prediction. I think he's just going to try to get away from the rusher and take it himself. Oh. No, he doesn't do it. He dumps it off to Laplante again, who's going for it all. One man to beat, and he does it. The Praetorian Guard take a 2-score lead.
I don't know if it was a smash out on the call, but he kind of dragged and stopped and cut back across the field. It's
That was certainly pretty.
You're going to win.
That was pretty.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can't not give Laplante the trophy now.
MV
right?
Plant.
Yeah, MV Plant.
It's write it on the trophy now. Etch it in stone.
Etch in stone because it'll be his trophy forevermore.
Unless there's a 1-play touchdown from Les Petites Carottes and then a pick 6.
Yeah.
It's MV Plant.
And then whoever did those 2 things, give it to them.
Yeah.
He'll be the most valuable plant.
Trophy has changed now. It doesn't matter who wins it. It's the MV Plant.
That's what it is now from henceforth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that's the best kind of drive where, look, we need to get the 1st down. Hey, you know what? Might as well score, put the game away.
If you're in Les Petites Carottes huddle right now, you're Jason Reyes. What are you saying to your boys?
What the hell? Guys, come on.
Guys, that was a 5-yard drag. How'd we let it take it to the house? Like
basically.
that? No words of encouragement.
Against man, it's tough, right? Because if you get by that one dude, there's nobody behind you, right?
Yeah. And the Praetorian Guard going for 2, their first 2-point attempt of the day. It's a good snap. Does he have a man? He's got Michael Timmis in the corner.
Good defense.
You could call that face guarding, or you can call it good defense.
We don't really have a face guarding penalty.
Well, either way, he got the ball, so it wouldn't be PI even in the NFL. But that was defended by Gabriel Jobin.
No, it was well defended.
Yeah.
A play that is pretty low risk anyway. So you have 2 scores. All you need to do is hold on if you're Praetorian Guard. Whereas
2 minutes 25 to 5 plays.
Yeah, because you can't have to score now.
Looking deep. Fires it on the middle, on the mark. That's Gabriel Jobin for a 20-yard gain about to midfield.
He trucked Medic Lozon on that play. But once again, in the flat defense, you have Sabloff and Lozon. Neither of them are dropping. They're both playing flat defense. So to me, if you just attract the attention of Laplante, you have that entire area in the middle of the field.
1st down again for Reyes. He's
Which rolling
left. Back to the other side, completed to Alexandre Mann, who's probably about a 6-yard gain. And
1st down.
What would you put the odds here for Les Petites Carottes to tie up the game?
To tie it specifically?
They're not going for the win, I'm assuming.
No.
But with including 5 plays. Let's say they score here.
5%.
5%?
Yeah, I mean,
I'd go maybe less, honestly.
yeah, it's. I'm being nice. It's the
Optimistic,
finals.
they're
It's a
going
happy
again.
day.
First down. Reyes takes off and he gets out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah,
It's a good effort, but it might be too late.
it's also taking time off the clock.
For sure.
So you need to start attacking, and like they need to essentially score now because once it
And
gets to 4 plays, the game's over.
A timeout would probably be smart also.
Yeah, don't they have both their timeouts?
They have 2 timeouts. I don't know what they're waiting for. Maybe they think they're just going to score quickly and then call them on defense, but we got a crossing man. We
just
got Bro, and that should be a touchdown.
There we go.
That is a touchdown.
Call
52
timeout.
Call a timeout. They desperately need to call a timeout. Down 1 score, under a minute on the clock.
Oh my God.
They're not calling
I
a
have
timeout.
so much anxiety right now.
Please call a timeout.
Just somebody tell them to call a timeout, please. Steve, hot, can you please tell them to call a timeout?
Somebody call a timeout for them.
Man, divvy gonna divvy sometimes, huh?
Yeah, because once they get to 5 plays, it doesn't matter how much time's left. Oh, and it is incomplete, the 2-point
They're down
conversion.
7. It's
Down
still in play.
7 with 25 seconds, 24. Still not calling a timeout. And how does this make your blood boil?
Significantly.
Yeah.
I like to say the high blood pressure is because of the drinking.
And they
there we
finally
go.
call a
All
timeout.
right.
A minute and a half later, they call a timeout.
Hypertension relieved.
Safe to say that the booth is not happy with their time management.
It's
Mike McCarthy could do a better job.
Barely. Also, though, the offensive planning of having just random ISO routes, very Mike McCarthy-esque.
Well,
So-
I feel like that just speaks to athleticism. You know, people, they come into the league, they're like, you know what, we're all very fast.
Yeah.
We're just going to run. We're just going to go. We'll beat the men.
It's just so hard. You're making your life so much harder.
And the
for
worst
nothing.
thing is that, you know, it gets them to the finals. They're all confident in it. And then,
But then, like, that's the thing is you're playing against this kind of team, and that's what makes it
an
difficult.
experienced team.
Yeah.
A team who most of their players have 7+ seasons in the league. Lauzon going deep to La Plante.
Hook and go to La Plante.
And it's no good. Will they call another timeout? They should. There's only 10 seconds.
Just
and there's
do the thing.
Call a timeout.
Do the thing. What?
At 5, 4, 3, 2. And we are at 5 plays. Les Petites Carottes are down 7 points. 2nd down and 10 for the Praetorian Guard.
So at least the game's not over. Because
It would have been. No, it
there's
wouldn't
5 plays, and they're on 2nd down. So they could get the ball back with 2 plays left.
or they could pick it off. But
Yeah.
I think the Praetorian Guard are too smart to put themselves. And they got the
That's the
crossing out to La
drag.
Plante. He's tackled right away, though.
Yeah. By the way, they've gotten so predictable at Petites Carottes that when you run a hook and go from the slot receiver, you know it's man. Like there's, you're making that call in the huddle knowing the defense is playing man.
Yeah.
Because if there's anybody dropping deep, that's covered all the time in any zone defense. Any version of zone defense, that's covered. So.
Look into the brain of Pease de la Rize.
Yeah.
Seasoned quarterback.
Well, seasoned struggling quarterback, but yeah.
Hey, man, seasoned quarterback.
I struggle because
Tony Romo wasn't great in the NFL either.
Hey, Hall of Famer.
He's
man.
fantastic in the booth, though.
Yeah. Medic Lauzon now just has to not make a mistake, and this game is pretty much done.
Big third down here for the Praetorian Guard.
Triple slants, then breaking
Oh,
back
he
out.
lost his man, and it's dropped. Oh,
Caleb
my
Williams.
God. Fourth down coming up. Caleb Williams dropped it, touched his palms,
So
probably both of them.
I don't believe in punting, but this is a situation you're punting for field position because you want to give them 2 shots from their own 10.
Yes, but they've scored 3 times on shots that are 40 yards.
Yeah, you need to trust your defense to defend 40 yards.
I think they're punting.
It's the right play to do.
Yeah, they are punting.
Yeah.
Well, that takes a play too, no?
It's a play 2, so there's 2 plays left.
Okay.
So 2 shots to the end zone.
This would be wild if they score.
Yeah, it would be so undeserving if they score. But you know what? Like I kind of put that on Praetorian Guard for even making this an opportunity. They just need a first down. A first down, the game's over.
Yeah. Also, I think Les Petites Carottes are the kind of guys, if they score here, they're going for 2 to win it.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to. You don't play for a tie. You don't know what can happen in overtime.
2 plays left. Jason Reyes drops back. He's looking for the end zone. He goes deep. And it's caught!
Oh my God, it's
Xavier Bro! Within the 10-yard line, there is life.
I might give Xavier Bro the MVP no matter who wins.
Well, if they score here, he might have to win it. I don't know.
Like it might be the Jerry West thing where like even though the Lakers didn't win the championship that year, he won the MVP because he's been ridiculous.
If you had to guess his stat line right now, what would it be? He has 2 touchdowns.
6 catches for infinity yards and 2 touchdowns.
And multiple PDs also.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's been everywhere.
He's been very good. There's not been a. Oh, there has been a pick. Honestly, my bad.
Yeah, Xavier, bro, if you're looking for a new team, just send me a message. And always looking for low-rated players.
Well, his rating is for sure going to go up after this.
That's fine. I have capital.
Here we go. Final play of the game. It's a good rush from Ben Bork. Jason Reyes is backing up. He fires off one foot, and it's no good. The Praetorian Guard are the 2022 Division E Summer Champions.
Yes.
Almost blew it, though.
Well, not if the offense doesn't have a play call to win the game.
Well, not if they do that, but they still almost blew it.
My God. That's the play you drew up to win the championship with the game on the line. I have no words.
Well, I don't know. I think the rush there from Ben Bork was just too good, honestly. He kind of he played a nice contain there, just kept him backing up.
Great. You had two guys short of the line of script, so two guys short of the goal line. How does that help you?
You're not wrong.
What does it do?
You're not wrong. There seems to be a little conversation going on the field here between Lauzon and Man. I hope it's a happy one.
It never is.
Yeah, that was a fantastic game, though,
absolutely.
in the end. Yeah. And it's a final score of 39-32.
I didn't expect it to be close. With the way the first half went, I just thought it would be done. Praetorian Guard didn't adapt particularly great to the man defense, although they had they kept attacking with the drags across the field and then those double moves. But I thought Lauzon could have just kept his composure and scored every drive and just never got away with it.
Yeah, and also, Les Petites Carottes adjusted very well, whereas the Praetorian Guard didn't, but still ended up working in the end.
All right, thanks, guys. We're down on field level. The Praetorian Guard has just completed their season here. They are officially crowned the Division E Spring 2022 champions. Congratulations, guys. I present the trophy to the captain of the team, Jared Buck. Congrats, Jared.
Thank you. Let's go, guys.
All right, we got a banner for you guys too here to keep. So that's yours. We'll give you a Sharpie to write the long name in. And one last thing to do here, finals MVP voted on by the staff. Tough call. MVP, Jeremy Laplante.
Let's go.
Bel job. Félicitations. Anglais, français, Jérémy? Tiens, viens, je demande. All right. Parle-nous un peu de ton expérience avec ce groupe. Beaucoup de vétérans FPF. T'es quand même nouveau.
Ma première année. Pour ma première année, sérieusement, j'ai vraiment aimé ça. L'équipe était vraiment, ils m'ont inclus comme si je faisais partie de l'équipe depuis toujours. Sérieusement, ils m'ont donné des postes qui sont quand même durs à combler comme safety puis slot, puis c'est vraiment ils m'ont fait confiance là-dessus, fait que je suis vraiment content.
Super performance ce soir, félicitations Jérémy.
Merci.
All right, back up to you guys.
And we're back. Rob Campana just presented the trophy to the Praetorian Guard, but who do you think's the MVP?
I believe
MVP Plante.
It has to be Plante, right? Like, Mythic Lauzon has, a case to be made on his end as well. He played a great game as well, but there were a couple of moments in the game where I thought he really could have put it away and kind of let his opposition, the Petites Carottes, get back into the game, and for that, I think that cost him his MVP.
So let me ask you how this works, because the Praetorian Guard win the championship. They should be moving up, but they're already in the next division. So how does that
Maybe both teams move up.
So they have to move up in both
My
divisions.
experience is if you have mild success as a quarterback, your team gets bumped up anyway. So, before you know it, Mythic Lauzon, you'll be in the 80 club with me, and life will be terrible.
It's a subtle brag, just letting everybody know
it's
that
not.
He's in the 80 club.
It's actually a complaint. It's actually a complaint.
You don't want to be in the 80 club.
No, it's terrible. Your success, your reward for success in FPF is tougher competition at all times.
Generally, I feel like that's how it goes normally. You succeed.
For sure. But teams used to be able to hang out a little bit in lower divisions. But honestly, it's been better in a sense because it forces the top tier to move up, and so those guys who have shown success like Mythic Lauzon aren't afraid to move into a higher division. They're not going to be out of their depth.
Do you expect to see Les Petites Carottes in Div D next year?
Yes and no. I think they have the athleticism. I think they have the ability. They have some learning to do.
Yeah, I think if they do some real learning, though, I think they can easily win the Div E.
I think they can be in Div 6 in winter, and then Div D in spring would be apt.
All right. Well, that's all that we have here from the Div E Championship. Up next is Division D. It's the same team, but
Yeah,
different, but a
Fearless
different
Guard.
quarterback.
Absolutely. For Joel Mendelson, I'm Peace Della. Thank you all for joining us on Facebook Live, and for those watching on YouTube, this has been the Division E Championship. Congratulations, Praetorian Guard.
Thank you, Peas.